Hello my lovelies and welcome. My name is Douglas McGregor and these are my lessons for advanced solo guitar. Today's lesson is actually something that's not just for solo guitar, it's for any guitarist, electric or classical or acoustic. It's a scale exercise for people who don't like playing scales. Now, I may have said that it was impossible, which is a bit of a lie. It's just pretty damn difficult. So when I started out playing the guitar, and for a long time I didn't like to practice scales. I got very bored of going up and down scales. I prided myself on being a player who practiced through learning songs, and I thought of myself as someone who never actually practiced, I just played. But when I started to learn some of the classical guitar techniques, sort of free picking and rest picking, and I was also trying to get some balance between my fingers so I had a more even approach to the guitar, I really decided I needed to play some scales. But I still found it just incredibly boring going up and down scales. So I started developing these exercises to make scale playing more interesting and more creative. So these scale exercises are designed to give your fingers a workout. They're also designed to give you a bit of a mental workout. They'll increase your knowledge of the scales you're playing this on. And most of all, they'll make scale practicing a bit more fun and far more creative. And there's a free sheet music exercise that you can download, which is below, that you can use to go through all the exercises I'm about to go through. Now we'll start with the electric guitar and a pick. Actually, this technique gets a little bit more difficult when you introduce the fingers, which we'll come to after this. But the basic pattern is still the same. What we're going to do, we're going to take a major scale, and what we're going to do, instead of playing it straight like that, we're going to play it root note, up two, down one, up two, down one, up two, down one, up two, down one, like that. Okay, so far nothing too special, but what we want to do is get good at playing that. And we want to play it legato. And we want to play it staccato. As you see there, I already started going into the 3 pattern, which is what we're going to look at next. So this is a pattern that your brain hears in 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. But we're going to try and play it in 3, which is why it becomes a little bit of a mental gymnastics, because if you're not counting very hard, your brain will keep wanting to hear it in 2. So you're sort of going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So you have to keep the 3 rhythm down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I find the best way to do that is by emphasizing the 3. And for me that took quite a bit of practice to do it. So the next thing we're going to try and do is try and switch from the 2s to the 3s while playing continuously. And the best way to do this is with a metronome. Okay, so the next thing you can do is go from the triplet pattern back into the 2 count, but this time in 8th note, so even quicker. And there's one more pattern I'm giving you, which is just doing a double to give you a bit more variation. So playing each note of the pattern twice. So Great, and when you've got all those building blocks, the last stage is trying to be creative when you play it. So now I'm going to show you what to do on the classical guitar with your fingers. Now there are a few ways you could do this. You could play it with two fingers, these two fingers. Or you could even play it with these fingers. This is a good exercise if you want to strengthen this finger, which is usually a bit weaker. You could also play it with your thumb and two fingers if you wanted. Okay, the way I like to play it is with three fingers though. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The reason I like to practice with three is because it helps me get these three fingers even in sounding balanced. This is especially true when you're playing the pattern in the 2 or 4 time. Because you're playing across the 2s or 4s, you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you have to practice using each finger as the emphasis one. So you can try and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So you can try it like that, trying to get that emphasis, or trying to get them even. And that's the reason why I think this is the most difficult way to play this exercise with these three fingers, because you've got this constant overlapping of 3s and 2s when you're playing the pattern in 2, but the fingers are moving around in 3, then the pattern moves into 3, and you've got the fingers in 3, and then doubling and so on. And so you've got this constant battle between 3s and 2s. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope that's provided you with a few ideas to sort of spicing up your practicing. If you have enjoyed it, please like, please share, please subscribe to the channel, and if you're really adventurous, do join me on Patreon. Happy practicing and see you next time.